Wow. What an excellent job. Okay, scholars, here we go. Wow. Okay, scholars. Yesterday, we read The Giving Tree, and we did a fantastic job. Talking about character traits. We talked about the character traits of the tree and the character traits of the boy. Character trait. Think. Who remembers what is a character trait? What is a character trait? Before I hold up my poster, who can remind you, Pet? Tracking LaCour and Scholar. Oh, I can already see scholars who want to get the tracking award today. Wow. Go.
Lazy.
Track here. LaCour said lazy. He gave us an example of a character trait. Miss Vanella wants to know, what is a character trait? Tracking Caleb and Scholar. Sebastian Backstreet.
Character trait is how a character feels in a moment.
Oh, careful. Keep tracking, he's going to fix it.
How they act in the moment.
How they act most.
Of the time.
I really like that Caleb made a little mistake. He switched it and then he fixed it. He said how a character, first he said how a character feels in the moment. That's what we call a character feeling. A character feeling is how a character feels in the
moment.
Good, but a character trait is how a character acts
Most of the time.
Wow. Here's our little poster to help us. Character traits. How a character acts most of the time. So it's how they are, how they're acting most of the time. Like yesterday, okay, we talked about the tree being caring, generous. The tree just kept giving and giving and giving. What's a character trait we used for the boy? How do we say the boy was acting most of the time? Byron. Wow, Mariana.
The boy was being kind. And can I tell you something?
Stop. The boy. Remember, the boy kept taking from the tree. What's a character trait we used to describe the boy yesterday? Shanae. Playful at first, and then, because he would swing on the branches, lay under the shade, but then, when he kept coming back and asking for things, what word do we use to describe the boy? Joshua. Good tracking. Adriana, track.
Selfish and greedy.
Excellent track here. Selfish and greedy. The boy was just thinking of himself. He was just thinking, what more can I get? What can I get? Sebastian, track. Very good. Today, scholars, we're going to be reading a new book, and we're going to be talking about character traits again, but we're also going to be talking about character motivation. The word is motivation. The word is
Motivation.
Motivation is figuring out why a character does what they do. And if we know how they act most of the time, if we know character trait, Adriana, warning, fold your hands, then we can figure out, why are they doing what they're doing? It will make more sense if we know how they act most of the time. Okay, scholars, here we go. The book we're reading today is called Horton Hatches an Egg, and it's by Dr. Seuss. This is an excellent book. We won't be reading the whole thing today, but we will be starting it. So scholars, I'm looking at the cover, looking at the pictures, and I'm going to quickly scan through some of the pages. Scholars, this is a fiction book. How do we know this is a fiction book? Tracking Liberty and Scholar.
I know it is.
Adriana, warning, track.
Because it's a cartoon.
Color change. You see cartoon drawings. Good. What else? Sebastian. Good job, LaCour.
Teaches I know the picture book because it's gonna teach us a lesson.
Track here. It's probably going to teach us a lesson. I'll take one more. LaCour.
That it don't have table of content.
Oh, interesting. Track here. Good. We know sometimes nonfiction books, one of their text features is table of contents. We didn't see that here. We know this is going to tell us a story with characters and setting. Fold your hands, Byron. So scholars, we have 3 new vocabulary words today that we're going to talk about before we begin. Okay? The first vocabulary word is faithful. The word is
Faithful.
faithful means trustworthy. Faithful means
Trustworthy.
very good. So all those times that we saw scholars being trustworthy, and when Mr. Turner was looking for trustworthiness, he was looking for faithfulness. Okay? It's when when you're faithful, okay, you're caring, you're trustworthy. Okay? You're worrying about others. Okay? Immense. Immense means very big. The word is immense. The word is oh, let's try it again. The word is immense. The word is
Immense.
good. Immense means very, very, very big. And here you see a picture of a really big sea animal, and it's just showing big. Okay, really big, huge. And our last vocabulary word is murmured. The word is
Murder.
fold your hands. Good, and I just saw Luke acting it out. Murmured means spoke in a quiet voice. It's like a little whisper. Murmured is like a whisper. Hands folded in scholar. Checking for scholar, hands folded, back straight. Wow. I see scholars who are already working hard for that tracking award. Okay, scholars, so now we are going to get started. We know the title is Horton Hatches the Egg. Okay? Who has a prediction about what this book might be about? Thinking about the title, looking at the picture. Elijah. Adriana, warning, fold your hands. Do that later. Oh, interesting. So this might be Horton, okay? It said we might walk by a tree and see a nest, okay? Something about a nest because it says hatches an egg. We know nest. Okay, good guess. So scholars, today as we read, look for what the character says and does so we can figure out the character trait. We're going to be filling out the same chart we did yesterday. Character, the words and actions, what do they say? What do they do? And then what's a word we can use to describe? Here we go. Horton hatches an egg. Keeping my eye out for the best trackers. Sighed Maisie, a lazy bird hatching an egg. I'm tired and I'm bored, and I've kinks in my leg from just sitting here, day after day. It's work. How I hate it. I'd much rather play. I'd take a vacation, fly off for a rest, if I could find someone to stay on my nest. If I could find someone, I'd fly away free. So scholars, the first thing I want to talk about is what happened on this page. Who is the character? Liana, good tracking.
The bird.
The bird, what's the bird's name?
Lazy.
Oh, Maisie.
Maisie.
The bird's name is Maisie, very good. What do we know about Maisie so far? Simon.
I think they
You're right. What do we know about Maisie?
Maisie doesn't like work, and she wants to find a person to watch.
Sebastian, fold your hands. Good. Exactly. She wanted to find someone to watch her eggs for her in her nest so she could go where? Where does she want to go? She doesn't want to work. She wants to go to court. Well, she said on vacation. Yeah. So scholars, she doesn't want to work. She wants to go on vacation. So we know that the first character, we said her name was Maisie. Maisie looks like this. Okay, that's the first character we see. And just like Simon told us, she didn't like to work. She wanted to go on vacation. She said, oh, how I hate just sitting here on my nest. So scholars, we're going to think about Maisie. She's a bird. Her job is to sit on her eggs in her nest. Fold your hands. Fold your hands. But she said, I don't want to do this. I don't like it. Why can't someone else do it? I want to go on vacation. So let's think of a word we could use to describe Maisie. How is Maisie acting most of the time? Caleb. Yeah, and we already talked about it, right? And it's funny because it rhymes, Maisie and lazy. But lazy is a great word to describe Maisie. She doesn't want to do her job. Her job is to sit on her nest, and she doesn't want to do it. She wants someone else to do it for her. Okay? That's not showing a lot of effort. That's sort of lazy. Checking for back, straight hands folded. In your lap. Excellent. Scholars, as we continue to read, let's listen for if we meet any other new characters, and let's notice how we can describe them by what they say and do. Wow, Byron, excellent tracking. Liana, LaCour, great job. Then Horton the elephant passed by her tree. Hello, called the lazy bird, smiling her best. You've nothing to do, and I do need a rest. Would you like to sit on the egg in my nest? The elephant laughed. Why, of all silly things, I haven't feathers and I haven't wings. Me on your egg? Why, that doesn't make sense, Sebastian Trap. Your egg is so small, ma'am. I'm so immense. I told it was so big. Tut, answered Maisie. I know you're not small, but I'm sure you can do it. You're gentle, no trouble at all. Just sit on it softly, you're gentle and kind. Come, be a good fellow, I know you won't mind. I can't, said the elephant. Please, begged the bird. I won't be gone long, sir. I'll give you my word. I'll hurry right back, why, I'll never be missed. Very well, said the elephant, since you insist. You want a vacation? Go, fly off and take it. I'll sit on your egg, and I'll try not to break it. I'll stay and be faithful. Good, hands folded. I mean what I say. Toodaloo, sang out Maisie, and she fluttered away. So scholars, what happened on these pages? What are the events that happened? And remember, I'm looking for my star trackers. Serenity.
The events.
Adriana Warning, fold your hands.
The events that happened was that the bird needed a vacation, and the bird asked the elephant, and the elephant said that he's too big, and he said that he'll try not to crack.
Very good. So the elephant walked by, and so what is the elephant going to do for Maisie now? Naya.
The elephant is going to watch the egg for Maisie, because Maisie is going to take a vacation because she does hard work like on our exams.
So scholars, what is the name of our new character, the elephant? The elephant's name is Liberty?
The elephant's name is Horton.
Good, Horton. The elephant's name is Horton. Track here, this is what his name looks like, Horton. Okay, we know that from the title. And we just talked about what he said and what he did. Okay? He agreed to sit on Maisie's egg when she asked him to. He said, okay. And he told Maisie that he would be faithful. What does it mean to be faithful? You're right, it's vocabulary. What does that mean? Tracking LaCour and Scholar.
To being kind.
Being kind is part of it. What else? What else? He's going to sit on her egg. Alyssa, what else? Oh, let's let LaCour finish his thought. Sebastian Track. Very good, he's going to be trustworthy. So Maisie is going to trust Horton to do what? What's Maisie trusting him to do? Caleb. LaCour Warning, fold your hands.
To sit on her egg.
Very good. She's trusting him to sit on her egg for her. Very good, scholars. So, wait a second. There is an elephant. He's just walking by one day. Maisie talks to him, and now he's agreeing. He's saying, yes, I'll help you. I will sit on your egg for you. What's a word we can use to describe Horton? How is he acting? Fix it. Mercy. Tracking Mercy and Scholar. Wow. Great tracking. Alyssa, track. Adriana, track. Go, Mercy.
Helpful.
Helpful. I agree. Helpful can work. What's another word that we could describe Horton with? Now we're checking Daniel, still in the back.
I think I could describe the elephant. Actually, I have two, but I think
Let's go, Daniel.
big because the elephant tried to get the bird because
Okay, we're talking about, so the elephant is going to sit on the nest for the bird. So one word we can describe is helpful. Track here. What's another word we can use to describe Horton? Mariama? Kind. Very good. I also thought of caring. Caring is like kind. Oh, I need to track for, tracking for scholar. Your hands are folded. Your back is straight. Fold your hands. Going to you next. So caring is like kind, very good and helpful. Helping someone, caring for them, being nice and kind. Caleb?
I was thinking of that.
You were excellent. So generous. It's very generous of the elephant to give of his time to say, okay, I'll spend my time watching your egg. Okay? That's kind of very generous, just like the tree was generous to the boy yesterday, always giving him things. LaCour, warning, your hands are folded, tracking me. Byron, hand down. Now, we also want to think about character motivation. Character motivation is why characters do what they do. Motivation is why
Characters do what they do.
Yes, scholars, very good. I want us to all think back to Ms. Nelson is missing. Back to Ms. Nelson is missing. Thank you. Let's think back to Ms. Nelson is missing with Ms. Viola Swamp. When all the kids were misbehaving, they were throwing things, they were calling out, they were out of their seats. They were not following directions. How did Miss Viola Swamp act? Tracking LaCour and Scholar. Byron, warning. Sounds off. Alyssa, back up. You're in the center of your seat. Go ahead, LaCour.
Miss Nelson.
Byron, color change. Go to that reflection.
Dressed up as Miss Watley because she was trying to
Alex, warning, track.
stop a lesson.
Wow, track here. Very good. So LaCour told us that Miss Viola Swamp dressed up, and then she was very, she was very strict. She was very mean and do lots of work because she was trying to
teach them a lesson.
Good. So why did she do what she did? What was her motivation, LaCour?
To let
Good tracking, Adriana.
behave.
Excellent. Track here.
And all the man said, ask me, and it's not to get Miss Swamp.
Good. Track here. Wait 1 minute. I'm coming back to you. So, Miss Viola Swamp, her motivation, fold your hands. Caleb, warning, fold your hands. I'm coming back to you. Miss Vanilla has to say something, and then it's your turn. So Miss Viola Swamp, why did she do what she did? She wanted to teach her scholars a lesson. Very good. Caleb, tracking Caleb and Scholar.
I was acting selfish.
A little bit, but why did she act the way she was acting? Well, she was frustrated with the students misbehaving. So like LaCour told us, she wanted to teach them a lesson. Good, now scholars, we want to think about character motivation in this story. Okay, scholars? So let's think. Why did Maisie ask Horton to sit on her eggs? Why did she do what she did? If she's lazy, LaCour, fold your hands. If we know Maisie is lazy, why did she ask Horton to sit on her eggs? Alyssa. Daniel, warning. Hands are folded. Because
he wanted to go on a vacation.
good, check here. Maisie wanted to go on a vacation, she didn't want to do her job, so she asked Horton, very good. Scholars, as we keep reading, I want you to listen and see what does Horton do, okay? And does his trait change? Right now we said he was caring and generous. Let's see what happens next. Checking for tracking, hands folded. Joshua, you need to be in your seat the right way, warning. Color change. Byron, you're starting. The first thing to do, murmured Horton, let's see. The first thing to do is prop up this trait, Byron. 5, 4, 3, and make it much stronger. That has to be done, body still. Before I get on it, I must weigh a time. Then carefully, tenderly, gently, he crept up the trunk to the nest where the little eggs slept. Then Horton the elephant smiled, now that's that. And he sat, and he sat, and he sat, and he sat. And he sat all that day, and he kept the egg warm, and he sat all that night through a terrible storm. It poured and it lightened, it thundered, it rumbled. This isn't much fun, the poor elephant grumbled. I wish you'd come back, because I'm cold and I'm wet. I hope that Maisie bird doesn't forget. So scholars, what happened on these pages? Uh-oh, what's happening? Tracking Serenity and Scholar. Who's tracking? Oh, wow, Kayla, great job.
What's happening?
Joshua wants the tracking award.
What's happening is that the elephant wanted to make the tree stronger, and he went and sat on the egg, and he sat there and he sat.
Very good. What was happening outside with the weather? Tracking Aaliyah and Scholar. Wow, Laquara. Wow, Simon.
There was a storm of thunder.
There was thunder, there was lightning. What did Horton do?
He got himself wet.
Yes. Did Scholars show me? Did Horton stay sitting on the eggs? Wow. Fold your hands. He's cold, he's wet. How do you think he feels in that moment? How do you think he feels in that moment? Shania. Loud and proud? Cold. What else? How do you think he feels right in this moment? Thunder, lightning, rain. Mariama.
Scared because maybe he's gonna get
Joshua Trout.
hurt.
Maybe scared, cold. But scholars, did he keep sitting on the nest on the eggs? Yes, he did. Fold your hands. So let's think. What is a word we can use to describe Horton right now? How is he acting? How is he acting through this whole time? Elijah. So Elijah said caring. So has his trait changed? Very good, hands folded. He's still caring. He's still kind, he's still being helpful, just like Lacour said. What's another word we can use that means those things? It's a new vocabulary word we talked about today. Someone might have no. Tracking Naya and Scholar.
He's in the rain. He's kind of being helpful because
We talked about helpful, but what's a vocabulary word that goes along with being helpful, being caring, being kind?
helpful. Faithful.
There we go. The word is faithful. The word is
Faithful.
excellent. So let's add that character trait to Horton's list. He's caring, he's generous, and he is
Faithful.
excellent. Because scholars, he was treating, just like we talked about, he was treating the egg with care. He was still sitting on it, even through all those storms. He's cold, he's wet, he's probably scared, like Mariama said, but he still sat on the egg through it all. Very good. Okay, scholars, as we keep reading, I want you to think about how Horton is acting. What is he saying and what is he doing?
Can we fix ourselves to be in our best listening position? If you see scholars in my like this or like this is scholar, okay? Everybody fix yourselves to be in your best listening position. Better, Sebastian.
Checking for tracking. So Horton kept sitting there day after day, and soon it was autumn. The leaves blew away, And then came the winter, the snow and the sleet, and icicles hung from his trunk and his feet. But Horton kept sitting and said with a sneeze, I'll stay on this egg and I won't let it freeze. I meant what I said. An elephant's faithful 100%. Very good. Hands folded. So scholars, what is Horton still doing? Chuck and Caleb and Scholar.
Sitting on the egg.
Before your hands are folded, Chuck.
Still sitting on the egg.
Very good, he's still sitting on the egg, Chuck, here. Has his trait changed? Is he still caring? Generous? Faithful? Excellent, hands are folded. So scholars, now we want to think about how the story would be different if Horton was different. So what if Horton wasn't caring? What if he wasn't generous? What if he wasn't faithful? How would the story be different? Tracking Daniel and Scholar.
That he won't be
Simon, Warning, track.
that he won't be helpful because if the story changes, if he wasn't caring, helpful,
Josh, your hands full.
or even faithful, that means he won't tell the truth or be helpful or help the bird for vacation.
Excellent, track here. So if he wasn't a helpful, caring elephant, he wouldn't be sitting on Maisie's eggs. He wouldn't be able to help her do that job. Elliot, glasses on, fold your hands. Very good, scholars. Let's think. Well, how do we describe Maisie in this story? What's a word we use to describe her? Tracking Sebastian and Scott.
Lazy.
Lazy, good. Check here. So what if Maisie was different? What if Maisie wasn't lazy? How could this story change? If the character trait changed. Tracking Isabella and Scholar. Sebastian morning track.
If
Back straight, hands forward.
Warren the elephant wasn't caring,
For warning,
generous,
hands
or
forward.
faithful, and it turned winter, the eggs were free.
Wait. I'm going to stop you there for a second. Maisie. Maisie the bird was lazy and didn't want to do her job. What if she wasn't lazy? How could the story be different? Think. Let's track Mercy and Scholar.
The story would be different because elephant would have been sitting on the egg all summer day.
Excellent. So Isabella, would Maisie have needed Horton's help? No, because she would have actually been doing her own job, sitting on her eggs. Very good. Tracking in Scholar, checking.
Yep, nice job.
Much better. Excellent job, Scholars.
Nice Sebastian.
So scholars, when we go back to our tests, we're going to be answering a few questions in our packet. We're going to be looking for our transitions silently to our desk, setting our spelling. It's Tuesday. Meet your leader. Group 1. Spell work. W-O-R-K, work. Spell right. W-R-I-T-E, right. Spell start. S-T-A-R-T. Sitting in Scholar. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 0, mercy, warning, urgency. Row 4, row 3, row 2, row 1. Aaliyah, warning, fold your hands. Tracking number 1. Character traits describe, and I see lines, which means we are writing a complete sentence. We're writing a complete So I need to see an uppercase and. Let's try it again. I need to see an uppercase and. Very good. So scholars think. A character trait describes.
Wait, hold on. This is really important. Fold your hands and listen to Miss Manella. Fold your hands, eyes. Her, not me. Joshua.
So we've been talking about character traits. And we talked about them a lot yesterday and today. So think. What do they describe? When I say go pick up your pencil and write down your answer, go.
No, stop. Hold on. She did not say go. Fold your hands. You need to wait until she says go. Let me try that again.
Yes.
Fold.
Hands are folded on your desk.
Not until she says go. No mercy.
When I say go, Alice, hold your hands, pick up your pencil, and write your answer for number 1. Adriana, warning, hold your hands, you're not touching your pencil. Warning.